Alright, so we'll now proceed to our machine experiment number 6. So again ha, for our format, ganun pa din naman. You'll be working by pair, tas nakalagay pa rin yung team name, nakalagay yung mga pictures po natin doon. And then for experiment number 6 hanggang 10, as you know, gagawin na po natin dyan, gagamit tayo ng MATLAB Simulink. And then, yung machine experiment number 6, ang focus lang po nito, yung sine wave simulation and Simulink, basics of Simulink operation. So, binigyan ko kayo ng workshop. Ito, yung gagawin nyo po for experiment number 6, yung pages 1 to 31 ng Analog Mixed Signal System Design Workshop Power Supply Edition. So, uploaded din po ito sa Moodle or in your respective storage ng file. So, ito po yon. Yan. So, I used this one when I was in Japan. So, nag-training ako doon for 2 months nung na-hire nga ako sa Romeles Design Philippines. And then, ito nga yung pinakreate sa akin. Pina-convert from Japanese to English. Yan. So, ito yung content niyan. So, lahat ng experiment na gagawin nyo from 6 to 10, andito na. Kaya 185 pages yan. So, from time to time, pwede mo naman ng i-advance if you would like. Pero for now, gawin mo muna experiment number 6. So, ito yung main content niyan. So, una yung Simulink Basic Operation Experience, the basic operation, the RC filter sample creation, and then the second part is about power supply systems architecture, workflow, modeling, and then the control design. So, yung unang gagawin nyo po, ito yung title natin, yung sine wave simulation and Simulink Basic Simulink Operation. So nakalagay na dito yung description. In this work, the student will experience the basic operation of Simulink by simulating a simple sine wave model with predefined requirements. Yung main goal po natin is to visualize sinusoidal integration result in Simulink. And then binigay ko na rin naman yung mga parameters na kailangan nating iset doon sa ating model na gagawin. So just like for the solver, nakalagay naman po dito, default lang yung ating gagamitin which is the continuous signal. And then 1 hertz yung gagamitin natin for the sine wave number of waves, and then the simulation of time is 1 second. And then ito lang naman po yung formula natin for the sine wave that we're going to design. Pero we're not concerned naman with the equations. Hindi man tayo magko-compute dito kasi we're just using the Simulink tool. So ito yung itsura ng sine wave model. So we have the sine wave here, and then we have the integrator, and then the scope. And then as you know, medyo familiar na naman po tayo dito. Kapag niran po natin yung ating Simulink model, syempre makikita naman po natin yung kanyang output dun sa oscilloscope. So again, reminder lang ulit, there are two ways to start the Simulink. Pwede pong i-click mo yung icon or pwedeng i-open mo siya doon sa command window by entering Simulink. So again, yung version na ginagamit ko are 2017A, pero you can go with higher version naman of MATLAB. Naintindihan ko rin na medyo mahirap minsan na mag-install, kaya pwede kang gumamit naman ng 1 month na trial online. So install and install mo na lang uli siya. And then, this is how you start the Simulink again. Kiklik mo lang yung blank model. And then, mag-a-appear na po dito yung ating window. Siyempre, wala pa siyang file name. So, you have to set file name for your workspace. And then, kikreate na tayo ng bagong model. How to do that? So, go to File, and then New, and then Blank Model as shown below. So, click mo lang yung blank model. Then after that, alam po natin na pwede tayong mag-browse doon sa library browser. Lahat ng mga blocks na gagamitin po natin ay pwede nating makita dito. So since simple pa lang naman yung design na gagawin natin, lahat ng blocks narito. Pero syempre as you advance, so pwedeng gumawa ka ng sarili mong custom library or custom block na kailangan mong gamitin. So kaya dapat marunong ka how to create subsystem. Kasi yun yung purpose. Kaya ng subsystem para you can reuse that for the other project. In the Simulink Library browser, so gawin mo lang daw to, yan. Double-click the icon, click the triangle mark on the left side of Simulink, then after that, the Simulink block library appears in a tree structure. So pinapakita lang dito kung paano po tayo mag-browse dun sa ating Simulink Library browser. So there are two ways for us to select a block. In the Simulink library browser, mag-search ka from Simulink sources and then sine wave. Or kung medyo mahilig ka ang visually na lang, so hanapin mo na lang siya under nga ng sources. And then also in the library browser, kung alam mo na yung pangalan ng block, i-type mo na lang siya like sine wave. Diba? Clear naman yun ang gagawin po natin. Then search for the desired block. Yan. So take note ha, katulad ng for the sine wave. So meron ka pa makikita na sine wave function. So kailangan nyo ng input or simply sine wave lang na ipoproduce yung output. So it's up to you kung anong kailangan po natin i-design. Anyway, yung bawat block na yan, meron naman siyang description na pwede po nating i-check. So after mong ma-select yung sine wave, ili-left click mo lang yung mouse button and then i-drag and drop mo lang yung block doon sa workspace. After placing the sine wave in the desired space, yung value ng amplitude can be inputted. So you may or may not put value in this one. So you can specify the values per sine wave by simply double-clicking the block as shown on the right figure. Yun nga, di ba nakalagay na dito yung explanation ng block. And then andito na yung mga parameters, so we don't care about the formula, pero you have to set value for the parameter as needed. And then this is just how to resize and how to rotate the block. So to change the size of the block, select the four corners of the block, keep the mouse cursor near and drag with the left mouse button. And then when connecting blocks to be placed in the feedback section, you have to rotate the block. So to do so, you have to select the block and rotate 90 degrees clockwise using the keyboard shortcut Control R. Pressing the shortcut key rotates the block by 90, 180, 270, and 360 degrees respectively para maganda yung placement ng ating sine wave. And then, meron ding ways on how to copy the block. So to copy the same block in the model, right-click the mouse button and drag it to the desired workspace. You can also right-click the block and select copy and then select the desired location in the workspace and press paste. Shortcut keys can also be used for copying and pasting. So multiple blocks can also be copied using the same procedure. So very handy lang naman po siyang gamitin. Ito naman yung step for the block connection. So likewise, after we copy, sync scope, you have to make the connection. So there are two ways to do that. Select one port of the block you want to connect, drag to the port with the left mouse button and then press the other block. If you want to connect from A to B, press block A, hold down control key and then click on block B until ma-produce po natin yung image na nakikita po natin on the screen. So again ha, for the output doon sa gagawin nyo po for machine experiment, hindi mo naman kailangan ipakita sa akin yung steps. Kasi ito na yung procedure. So pakita mo sa akin yung output. Ayan. And then you have to wire. So there are two ways to wire various blocks. So bend the signal wire at right angle and drag with the left mouse button. Pull out the signal line halfway and drag with the right mouse button. So kung gusto mo na sa gitna ka magko-connect pa ng another block, so you can also do that. And then syempre, pwede ka maglagay ng label. So pwede mo lagyan ng label yung signal, i-double click mo lang yung signal line and specify the name of the signal. Long press the label of the signal line and drag the mouse to change the position of the label. And then ito na nga yung pag-set ng parameter. So double click the block whose parameter need to be changed. In this example, we are tasked to change the parameters amplitude and frequency of the sinusoidal wave. And then as you know, yung pi po natin is constant 3.1416. So dito, change lang natin yung sa frequency which is 2 pi times 1. And then this is how you could actually add or delete the block. So after we copy continuous integrator to the model window, insert the integrator block between the connected blocks as shown below. So the input and output port of the inserted block is connected to the line. As it moves to the connection of two blocks, it is automatically inserted and connected between the two blocks. And then after nun, so ito rin yung option on how to undo or redo the function. And then this is how you move a block. Ayan. So with block selected, drag the block while holding down the left mouse button. With block selected naman, press the arrow key on the keyboard. Then this is how you select multiple blocks. In selecting adjacent blocks, left-click the mouse and drag it to the surrounding area. To select naman yung non-adjacent block, i-press mo yung Shift plus left-click mouse button in the desired block. And then, save natin, then activate po natin yung model. In this example, sample po yung pangalan. And then, pwede na po natin siyang i-simulate. Ayan, so sinet natin dito yung atin pong end time in the menu bar, which is 1 ang nilagay po natin. Then double click the scope to see the result of the simulation. Then sinave natin siya as sample. And then ito naman is how you could customize yung gusto natin na itsura nung atin pong oscilloscope. So pwede nating palitan yung background color niya. Ayan. And then ito yung ating sine wave simulation in Simulink. Ayan. So ito yung output. So you could actually, ito annotation lang naman to. So you could put your the name of the designer, sine wave waveform generation, your name or your partner's name as well, and the date, then sine wave, integrator scope, and then the sample. So after nun, isa ito sa screenshot na pwede mong ilagay. And then another is ito, yung sine wave simulation using transfer function. So this time, for this example, instead of using the integrator block, i-replace natin siya using transfer function. So meron na rin pong available na transfer function doon sa ating library browser. Click mo lang siya, then isi-set mo lang kung ano yung value na kailangan po natin. And then, i-produce natin yung output like this one. Then, screenshot. And then, transfer function can be used for setting up data storage method so you can set the data input-output in the workspace. In the Simulink model, specify the following blocks. So we have the import block, the output block. It is also valid when connected and it can be used in setting up the save data as well. And then, pwede mo siyang i-comment out. Yan, just like this one. Para pag niran mo siya, hindi pa niya babasahin yung block na yon. Ayun, so yung kailangan lang po natin gawin for now is up to this point lang based on sa nakalagay dun sa ating experiment number 6 from pages 1 to 31. Ngayon, sana hindi lang tayo mag-settle na pinakita natin to. Of course, pwede tayo mag-change ng mga values dun sa parameter. Yun yung ina-expect ko sa inyo. So more than just following the guide here. So maglagay ka ng mga observations mo. Kapag binago mo ba yung value ng amplitude, kapag binago mo yung value ng frequency, what will happen? So pwede mong i-tabulate yung results, ipakita mo yung naging itsura ng waveform, and then explain mo what you have learned doon sa ating experiment number 6. Alright? Thank you.